Welcome back with your TCL Scorpion 72. Today, take a look at the Wonder Woman figure from Toys R Us. It's Toys R Us exclusive. Wonder Woman, meaning that she comes all decked out like she did in the movie with extra accessories. One's for her with the shield and one's for Ares. So let's take a look.
Alright, so you've been getting Mattel figures, you know what to expect for articulation. You know, figure of a star of the movie Wonder Woman. If you haven't seen it, you should go see it. Gal Gadot, we'll call her Gigi. Yeah, Gigi. So, anyways, yeah, nice look. Look at that. This one looks a lot better than the one that we got with Batman vs Superman. Has a semi-ball joint, but what I really like, which I always say and praise, is that the hair should be really flexible, so that way it does not hinder the articulation and the turn and movement of the head. When you want to look looking up or down, it's all really like, you know, pliable plastic, and that really helps, because, you know, rooted hair doesn't really work for figures of this size, but flexible plastic does. Arms go outwards. She has articulation here in the biceps. She has here the elbows, and what's really neat that I do like, even though I haven't really upgraded the articulation in a lot of their figures, is that they have a twist here at the elbows that you can actually rotate like 360 degrees. That's pretty cool. Same thing with the wrist, can rotate 360 degrees. There's no wrist pivot. She has a waist articulation, which is pretty cool. Legs can kind of go outwards a bit and forward. The dress hinders that a bit, but it's made of pliable plastic, so it is flexible, so you can still get some pretty good poses. Here you have the upper thigh swivel, which is really cool, comes in handy. You have the knee swivel, or knee articulation, but there's no knee swivel. I thought there would be one, but there's not, because I have the thigh swivel there. And then you have the ankle pivot, no ankle rockers, which have been really cool. Here, this thing is actually to hold her sword, which I thought there would be one in the back. So I'm surprised I have it on the side, but you can kind of still put it in the back, because here, this thing kind of lifts up a bit, her strap in the back. So if you wanted to, you can have her sword in the back. This is another thing I wasn't expecting, is that her lasso is actually detachable here. So you can actually have her hold her lasso in her hand. It's too bad they didn't give us a longer lasso, like to really, like, you know, show you can wrap somebody around and stuff like that. Little trick, or I guess a little like hobby thing here that I could tell you about. If you want something that you can mimic, like her lasso is like not looped around and outwards, dollar store has like golden wire that you can get, or even like hobby shops you can get like a little string or golden wire type thing, so you can make it like when it's extended and when she's using it, you can have it that way. And then you have this one that's looped, so that's a little cheap idea of how you can actually get her to have a lasso that can wrap around the enemies, or if you want to display her and stuff like that. This is pretty cool. Here you have the God Killer. It has actually kind of inscriptions on it and stuff. Nice sword. I'm surprised they did the, like, you know, they did two different separate colors, because the original one when we got, I think she only had one color, like shield and sword. So it's nice to see this two-tone colors in this sword. I'll put her there and show that. I think she comes with shield, so it's cool. This being like a Toys R Us exclusive, and it's quite big, so it's really like, it really covers a lot of her, this shield. I find it might be a little tad too big, but actually it might be accurate to the size. There's no way to really put this on the back of her, as I'm looking and stuff like that, unless you kind of like stuff it underneath her hair like this. But now that I'm thinking about it, if you put the sword like this, and then you put the shield through the handle of the sword, nah, that doesn't really work either. So no real way to have the sword, the shield on her back, unless if you guys out there have a way of you can actually do that. But like I said, unless you stick it underneath her hair, it only holds for a bit until you turn her head or something like that, and it drops down. The other shield she comes with is Ares' shield, which I'm trying to remember if he actually had this in the movie. And I can't really remember if he had. I don't think he had this in the movie. If he did, it was for a very brief time, but it's a really cool shield. I think his shield was more in the Artifacts Museum where she works at the beginning of the movie, where you see all the artifacts in the background. I think that's where this shield, you'll see this. But I really don't remember him using this. Nevertheless, there you go. So this Wonder Woman is really different from the one from the Batman vs Superman and the actual regular one that they give you, or they have on sale with her in her coat. Like she's like walking around like kind of like, you know, undercover type thing. Well, not so much undercover, but you know, just like not showing her whole costume and stuff. So either way, it's cool that Mattel is offering other accessories that you can add to the Build-A-Figure Ares with this. My Build-A-Figure case is coming in next week, so I'll probably do a quick review of all that all together and see how it looks with the shield. And of course, I think on their website they have with one of the Amazons, I forgot the name they sell on the Amazons with 2 extra fire swords and stuff. So it's really, really cool that any figure you get from the Woman series has something that can be joined or added to the Ares Connect figure, Build and Connect figure as they call it, which is, you know, it's a Build-A-Figure as I like to call it anyway.
So again, the Ares shield is really kind of cool. It wasn't expected. This Toys R Us exclusive also gives you Wonder Woman without her coat. It's really a big time improvement. As you can see with the 2 Wonder Womans, this one's from the Batman v Superman on the left, and you have the new Wonder Woman on the right. You can tell that the body is a little bit smaller, the hair is less, the face is less shrunken down, and they really put some extra sculpting into the actual figure for this movie to really make it look like Gigi. And it really works. So just look at it. You can just tell just by looking at the 2 of them and stuff like that. You can tell the difference. You can tell the different time eras. It's kind of like, you know, they have the little silver mark on her tiara compared to the one where she's back in World War I. And just the size comparison. Main body type, not body type, but body there. I think it is shrunk it down a bit, and the shields are different as well. I guess that corresponds to how those years have passed and stuff like that. So nevertheless, this Wonder Woman Toys R Us exclusive should be available at, of course, Toys R Us. If you're a big Wonder Woman fan, which I think a lot of you are, and you watch the movie, definitely one to pick up. I believe when the Justice League comes out, they'll be tweaking the colors and stuff a bit on her costume, but it should be the same figure. But nevertheless, just to be sure, this is a really nice figure, really well articulated and stuff, as I mentioned earlier, and really cool just to have in your collection. As always, click on the bell in the top there, right corner, and that way you'll know when I put up new, funky, new nerd videos of toys. And like I always say, enjoy your toys and keep playing.